star linebackers, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Lions and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Second down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A gain of 3, second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And this will wind up the Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Ward to return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Baker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Love now. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, it's Baker, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. The shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfoot a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 14 carries, 58 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, it's Murray.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Murray going to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Working out of the gun. Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. First down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing now is Murray. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
On 2nd down, here's Murray. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Play fake. Here's Love.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Love, they go play action now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And that will be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. A short throw caught by Andrews. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Now the ball comes loose.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
27 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to add the extra point.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ward. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Well, Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
Following the interception, Love, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. They can't tackle it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL. And there it helped them net their first pick-6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Baker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Love. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Gibbs straight ahead. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal. Now
Murray, he bootlegs it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down now, it's Baker. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like the running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Love. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
That is caught.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Here's 2nd and 3. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Throwing. Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baker, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Here's Love. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Lions will take over. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So here come the Lions now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one is caught. It's Patton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Love now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Love now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 more there and another 1st down. To throw now. Here's Love. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And running with power here. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of.
Ready. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check pink, switch yellow, ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about for first.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5.
There he goes, right side.
Now inside the 25.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check right. Opposite. 3, 10, cut.
Up the middle they go. McKinney. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Cut. Cut.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Blue check. Smith red.
To throw is Murray.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Blue strike. Blaster. 6. Ready.
1st down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed.
On the ball.